join me as we take the Hiroshima tram for the first time. I've never taken it before, so it'll be interesting for both of us to see. And it's sort of the tram system that survived the atomic bomb, I guess you could say, because we had trams running here before the bomb dropped. And there's actually a really fascinating picture that I passed along the way. I'll see if I'll put it in here somewhere for you. And it was basically the bridge that I crossed earlier. It was just a footbridge now, and had cars, sorry, like a normal bridge. It was before just a tram bridge, but because of the way the blast had gone off, it was all warped and mangled. Super interesting. Then that was rebuilt into just a standard bridge for foot traffic and cars. So we need to take line number 1, which we'll get here in a few minutes. We are here, and we're going to take line 1, which goes all the way to Hiroshima station, because it's time for me to pick up my bag from the locker and then get to our Airbnb. And I'll just show you a little something along here, because there was a little bit of information on the station here on how to pay. So you'll see here you have a fare box and you just pop the money in, but you need to have the exact change. So if you don't, there is a little change machine there. You can put that in, it'll give you a change, then you can put it in. It doesn't take credit cards, unfortunately, so you can't just tap your card or your phone there. It does take IC cards though. But I don't have an IC card and I don't have enough change. So we're gonna have to get change of 1,000 note, because at the minute I just have maybe 160 or something, and I'll need around 240, I think. So I got plenty of notes, but I'm gonna be the annoying guy that slows everyone down by getting change and put it in the machine. Right, I'll come back to you when our tram arrives. We've got about 5 minutes. Interestingly, Japan seems to be one of the few countries where I actually have to use the coins. For instance, when I'm in India, I didn't use the coins for anything really. And when I'm in Poland again, like, unless you have like a 5 zloty coin, everything's just tap to pay there anyway. Almost nothing's really cash. And the few times I do have coins, I always come back with them, and yeah. Or usually I'll just put them in the tip jar when I'm in the pub. But yeah, this time, coins are very useful and I use them a lot, especially for the transport. I can see our tram down there at the bottom. Arriving soon. The great thing about Japan is that everything drives or rides on the correct side of the road, which is the left, as we all know. Come on guys. Trams are on the left, cars are on the left. That's the way it should be. This is very similar to the bus that I was on from the looks of it, but I wonder how similar, because on the bus it was a bit confusing. You get on the back and then you pick up a ticket and it just has a number on, and then there's a screen on the front of the bus that will then go up in price as you stay on the bus longer, of course, right? And then you go to the bus, the front, you just put the ticket and the money in the same hole, but no one checks anything. So I think it's almost like an honesty system, which back home would be totally abused. Like, the driver doesn't check your money, you don't like put your ticket in to be scanned, it just goes into a box in the bottom. It's very weird. But let's try not to hold anyone up. So I've got my note ready to exchange. I assume that'll just give me hundreds, and then I've got my 40 ready to rock. So it looks like it's a standard fare. 240 always. 120 for kids, and young kids is free. That's really interesting then. I guess it makes it easier in a sense, but if you're taking one stop or you take the whole line, the affordability changes, right? The chairs are a bit of a funny colour and pattern, and you've got like a weird bench seat, a weird seat configuration. So you've got this sort of table at the side here, I guess you could put stuff on, but then where I'm sat's kind of a narrow seat. And then what's this little bit here for? Very odd. I have noticed the in Japan they're like odd colours and designs and textures for their public transport seating and just seating in general.
カメラ、内装カメラのご相談は新大確認区へこちらでお降りください。では、西広島、宮島方面はお乗り換えです。
Otherwise, the tram's really nice. It's air conditioned, it's cool in here. It's spotless as always. You've got the conductor on here if you ever had any trouble, you can help. You can get your money changed over at the end, we'll do that. And it's a great way to see the city. That's like the good thing about trams. With subways, you kind of miss that. When you're underground, you don't get to see the city, but with the tram, you get to see a little bit about the city. It's like a bus, but better.
現金交通系 IC カードでお乗り換えの方、乗務員にまでお知らせください。
内科クリニックは山田電機成広島向かい側です。白島方面はお乗り換えです。
八丁堀です。白島線お乗り換えです。ホームセンターの横断歩道左へ渡られまして、白島線乗り場。
次は稲荷町です。うなぎのご覧は電線降りて徒歩2分です。西山下方面はお乗り換えです。The next stop is Inarimachi N2. The fare is a flat rate of 240 yen for adults and 120 yen for children. Passengers can pay the fares at the staffed door with IC cards such as Suica or in cash when they get off.
ください。お忘れ物ございませんようご注意ください。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
あ、それをください。ありがとう。I have 40. ありがとう。ありがとうございます。ありがとう。Alright guys, we've made it to the station. That was actually painless. It gives you the right change. I thought it might just give me it in hundreds and I'd have to change again, but it gives you enough coppers and enough silvers to get the job done. So that's really good. And the guy was helpful, so wonderful. Yeah, I really like the trams. I think they're great. $2.40 a flat rate. I mean, if you're taking the full line, it's a good deal. If you're taking a couple of stops, not so much. But at least you know exactly how much it's going to cost. So if you're going to be coming to Hiroshima and you want to get around with the trams, because the trams go everywhere, whereas there isn't really a metro here. There is a Hiroshima rapid transit system, but it's not really a metro, and it's limited in the area it goes. It's not like in Tokyo or Osaka where there's metros that go all over the place and there's multiple lines. They really went for, in Hiroshima, they really went for the trams, or streetcars as they also call them, because Hiroshima is built on a delta. So for logistics and infrastructure engineering reasons and civil engineering reasons, That's why they've gone for the streetcar. But it's really good. So if you're coming to Hiroshima, you'll know it'll cost you $240 flat rate. Right guys, I'm going to go get my stuff from my locker, head to my Airbnb and maybe chill out for a little bit. If you've enjoyed this video, I've got plenty more public transport on this channel in Japan and other places further afield. So if that's what you're interested in, stick around guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.